welcome to Games Aras. Today I'm going to show you how to defeat Unova Elite Four, and all you need to know is basically you need mainly 4 Pokemon, which most important ones are Xerneas with obviously Power Herb if you can get it. If you don't, then you don't. Also you need the Gengar with Trick move. You also need something to set up. I'm using Skarmory in this case, which has spikes and stealth frogs, and also Bishop that is quite handy to have for Unova Elite Four. And also I've got Yveltal here, which can come very handy. I've got Gyarados, which you can use in the early stages, but I'm not really going to use it in this video. To start with, I'm going to use it in the first, only in the first sort of fight, because it's sort of easier setup to start with. So I'm just going to go and set up my Dragon Dance in order to defeat the first 2 or 3 of them, if it lets you, because it doesn't always work out at this stage. But in this case, Gyarados will just set up 3 Dragon Dances and sweep through it. And I'm going to be sweeping through until the 4th Pokemon, which unfortunately my Gyarados will not going to be able to do in one go. Sometimes you can actually flinch Girandina, and then you can probably kill it with the same Pokemon, but in this case I didn't manage to flinch it, therefore Gyarados will gonna die now. But that's not much of a problem. Like I said, I'm only gonna use Gyarados in this first battle. I'm not gonna use it later on. I'm just gonna get my Zen out for now and use the Geomancy. Because I have Power Herb, I'm gonna have enough time to set up, because I'm gonna set up in one in the first turn, and then that's gonna be enough to use the Moonblast on him and get rid of it. You can actually set up with Zen a bit earlier if you like, but this is how I've done it. And now I'm gonna get the red card, I believe. There we go. Some of these Pokemon, they're using the red card, which means it's gonna set you back. But no worries, because Yveltal, like I said, comes handy because it's got the dark moves. You can use either him or you can use maybe Bishop, but he probably would have died against him, so that's why he does come handy against Psychic. So the first trainer defeated, now we're gonna have a second one. So let's quickly go and defeat another opponent, which is going to start with Conkeldurr Marshall, and that's why I'm going to use Trick on him to trap Knockoff, because Knockoff is super effective move against Gengar, so he brings it out, this particular punch. And now I can get my Skarmory out and set up my hazards like Stealth Rock and Spikes, as you're going to see in a moment. And once you do that, it makes it much easier to defeat them later on, because every time a new Pokemon will come out, it's going to sustain damage straight away. So I'm going to just use the Brave Bird later on, just to weaken him a little bit. I mean, I have to sacrifice Skarmory anyway. I don't want to just bring out my Zen straight away and get punched for no reason for free. So now I'm going to set up again my Geomancy with the Power Herb. Because he actually used the knockoff move, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, almost like I don't have the Power Herb. So it's going to take a while to set it up, but you will get there, because knockoff will not do much to me. So I can easily set up, pretty much max it out if I want to. And if it's maxed out, there's nothing, none of these Pokemons can do against you later on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to max it all out, and I'm just going to sweep through Marshall's Pokemon. So basically, from now on, all I can do is just use the Moonblast, and Moonblast will pretty much do a very nice job now throughout. There's simply nothing they can do. So there is Cobalion now, which is again, she's going to die in one shot. Nice and easy sweep. So my Stealth Rock and the spikes, I keep doing a good job and keep damaging them each time they're switching in. So we have an Ember now, and he's gonna get swept as well. Super effective move as well. And we only have 2 more Pokemon left. And after that, there we go. So we got the Mega Lucario, which can be troublesome if you don't set yourself up with anything decent. But at this stage, even him, well, he has absolutely no chance. Same thing goes for Terrakion. There we go. So Marshall has been defeated. So we can go progress now to the next stage. And the next stage, I'm just going to swap the Pokemon now. I'm going to get my Skarmory out first, just so I can set up first with Stealth Rock and with the Spike. Sometimes you want to just swap them around in order to like trap and to use a trick. I'm still going to use a trick in this battle, but I wanted to make sure I set up first. So now I'm just going to sacrifice it as I usually do. So I'll use the Brave Bird and wait for him to die. There we go. So we can get rid of the Skarmory out of the equation for now. And now I can bring out a Gengar. So I can again use the trick move. And the trick move will trap him in the Crunch move. There we go. So now with the Crunch, I can actually set up my Zern again, nice and easy again. Once the Zern is set up, again, easy sweep through the Pokemon. I'm gonna set up probably maybe just a couple of times this time. I don't really need a full +6 setup. It's a little bit of an overkill at this stage. And as you're gonna find out later on, sometimes all you need is just ×2, depends who you're fighting against. But there we go. This is the second one I've set up. I don't want to risk continuing setting up because he might die and then the setup will go to waste. And we don't want to waste that situation. We want to just easily defeat them. Again, Stealth Rock and Spikes doing their own job, so they keep taking that bit of health away every time they switch in, making life easier for my Zern. There you go, another one bites the dust. Now we're gonna have the Skunk Tank, which also all I gotta do is just use a Moonblast. No problem at all. We have a couple more Pokemon left, and again this is gonna be a super effective move against him with the Moonblast. So easy peasy. And we only have Darkrai left, which again, Yveltal, which again, Moonblast is super effective move against him. So there we go, Grimsley is being defeated. Seems easy, guys, isn't it? It looks really easy. So you do need Zern in your team to make it easy. So again, I'm going to start off with my Skarmory so I can set up my hazards, Stealth Rock and Spikes. And then of course Skarmory will be sacrificed, so I'm just going to use, I'm just going to wait basically till he dies. I'm going to try to attack him a little bit. So Spikes being late, I'm just going to use a Brave Bird. It's not going to do any damage to Metagross, but there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trick him again. Sorry, not trick him, I'm going to try to do Destiny Bond. But the Destiny Bond doesn't always work. I was hoping he's going to use the Dracometeor, but he didn't. So I have to bring out another Pokemon to sacrifice him, just so I can bring out Gengar again and use Destiny Bond on him again. To be honest with you guys, as soon as you have got the second Pokemon, all you need is Bishop, because the next Pokemon is only going to be using Psychic moves, and Psychic moves are completely ineffective on the Bishop. So you can set up your Dragon Dance to maximum and then sweep yet again. Normally, as you've seen, we've been sweeping with either Zern or maybe even like Gyarados at the beginning, but this time we're going to be sweeping with Bishop, and you're going to see in a minute how that's going to work perfectly. So because he's going to be using ineffective moves against me, I can set up maximum sword stance, which is going to be +6 attack, and all you gotta do afterwards is just keep using the Sucker Punch, because it's super effective moves against pretty much all of these Pokemon on the fourth rival, on Caitlyn. It's super effective moves when it comes to Sucker Punch and Knockoff, but you don't want to risk Knockoff, because if you're not fast enough they can kill you. So it's best to just keep using Sucker Punch and just eliminate all the threat, sweep through them, and there's only going to be one more trainer left to defeat, guys. And again, you'll see in a minute that it's not even that bad. And the last one is a dragon. The last rival is a dragon, the fifth one, the final one in Unova Elite Four. So there we go, Victini is being defeated. Another Sucker Punch done. And there we go, we're in the final stage. So, again, I'm gonna start with my Gengar this time. And the idea here was to do the trick and trap him in the Dragon Claw. But actually he didn't use the Dragon Claw, as you're gonna see in a minute. He used a Fire Blast, which was a little bit disappointing. But there we go, I'm gonna have to deal with it. The whole idea of it's trapping his moves, so I can set up with Zern, and I'm only going to be able to set up with Zern. I tried to set up with my hazards, but I was unlucky because he's stuck on the Fire Blast. He killed my Skarmory straight away. I was hoping that maybe he won't, but there we are, and he even burned my Xerneas as well. So I only set up once Geomancy with the power help, of course, so ×2 speed, special defense and special attack. But luckily for me, it was enough to kill Gudra. It's also going to be again enough to kill Hydrogen, because it's ×4 effective against him. So let's keep following this, because my Zen is +29 special attack and 31 speed. It was enough for the next one. I wasn't sure if one setup is gonna actually get me what I need to be. This is the tricky one. I thought I might die against Reshiram, but I actually managed to survive because he missed his punch, or he used the Toxic and he missed as well, which Toxic wouldn't kill me ultimately, but he would have poisoned me. So now we got Garchomp, which is again ×2 effective move. There we go, and there's only one setup on the Geomancy, and we finally got the final Zerkrom, which is the shiny one. And there we go. This is how it's done, guys. And I defeated the Unova Elite Four. I've got my Champion 5 achievement. This is what it's all about. It was finally time to do this, and it was finally time to do the video for you guys how to do this. I had these Pokemon ready for a while. I just had to sort it all out, work it all out, and just go and do it. So there you go. This is how it's done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was very helpful for you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck. It's fairly easy if you know how to set up, so follow these few simple rules and you should have no problems, guys. So thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to smash the red button if you are enjoying the content and you want to see more, you don't want to miss out on anything. And I hope I see you in the next one, guys. So take care for now. Good luck.